The time is here. The time is now. It's Celebration Bowl week, and 6 days or so from now, depending on when you're watching this, we're going to crown an HBCU national champion in Division I football. Hi, everybody. I'm Tolly Carr, HBCU Game Day Studios here in Atlanta, and every day this week, we are counting down to the Celebration Bowl with fresh content, studio guests, and a look back at the season that led us up to this moment. But for today, it's just me and you and my Bill Cosby sweaters, as people have been picking on me today. I'm just trying to be in the spirit. All right, everybody, you already know what it is, right? It's Howard University, the champions of the MEAC, taking on Florida A&M. You see the set decor. The Rattlers, boy, they ran through the SWAC this year, but now it only matters what happens on December 16th. FAMU was predicted by many to be in this spot where they are. They were favored to win the SWAC East, and they went unbeaten in the conference this year. Howard, they had one lone vote to win the MEAC, but they were picked second, so they didn't do them too bad in the voting process, if you do remember that from earlier this year. But hey, man, the Howard program came into this season believing this was their year, and they kept that energy all season long. HBCU Game Day was with the Bison during fall camp. Let's revisit now the HU mindset dating back to August.
Everything now is how we're doing it, right? The intentions in which we're doing it, the stride which we're doing it.
You know, when I first got here, I'd say, man, guys, really weren't talking. And it may have been just because it was COVID, things like that, but guys wasn't hanging out together, really didn't know about each other, but we out there playing, on the same team.
I kind of got the vibe of, if I'm being honest, some people who are around the program were kind of used to losing. And, I come from a program in high school, DeMatha, where we won all the time.
Howard was just in a big phase of transition where, we had just Coach London had just left, Coach Prince had stepped in, Coach Prince wasn't here for very long, so we really didn't have any stability, no really foundation.
I think we were still transitioning from that old era into the new era of Howard.
And then I think my class, that 2019 class that came in as freshmen, we are the foundation of what Howard football is. Our freshman class was full of a lot of kids who had succeeded in their high school careers.
Kind of last year, we kind of really established and brought into the culture that Coach Scott was trying to build.
We can play, just guys taking the approach very serious, taking the game very serious.
I'm hearing so many people on the team say, oh, when we go to the Celebration Bowl, oh, when we beat EMU, despite them being an FBS school, oh, when we beat Northwestern.
And I think with Coach L becoming a new OC, we can push. All right, we moving fast, we playing fast. It's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be fun. It's not work, we just having fun. And I think that's what we kind of lost in previous years. But I think last year we refound that fun.
The things that this team can do, I don't think a lot of people understand. And you'll only understand if you're here in the locker room.
First game of the season, Eastern Michigan, they're gonna be good opponents as well. Harvard, they came down here and beat us last year, and we're going to go up there and play them. So I would say off the top of my head, those are the games I'm looking forward to the most.
Like my pops say, man, they bleed just like you, they put pads on just like you. So for me, it's a big game, but, we're not coming in with no fear. And then, I feel like, if you show that you can play against them guys, you can play against everyone else.
That red team in North Carolina.
Hey, they won fair and square. They beat us. They have the right to talk all the trash they want, and all you can do is just come back from it and then, just make them eat their words.
Just in general, we see, we hear everything. We see it and we just use it as motivation. Ain't no reason to talk and, talk trash and all that.
It's a new, fresh year, and so we have a lot to prove, like I said. So I can't wait for that date and the other dates in the MEAC as well.
That game is going to be one to look out for.
I can't really say they doubt us no more, but I think they still don't believe in us fully.
Since, we started making a little noise, it's like they try to disrespect them. They try to keep us placed in the old tradition when we changing, So really just guys more fuel, guys actually believe that we can win. Well, first, it was a blessing, just actually, having some hardware, having the ring, and just, having that moment when we opened that box and seeing the ring was a blessing. But we all know at the same time, we end up finishing 5 and 6. That's below average. That's not acceptable in our program. That's not what we want.
We are so locked in on the task at hand and we have the right pieces. We have the depth to do it.
We just kicking things up a notch. That's really all it is. And we just building off what we did last year.
But everybody knows we still competing at the end of the day. So just the competition that starts in practice is what makes the game easier for all of us.
We do have to take it one game at a time, one step at a time, but I do believe that when I look at our schedule, we can compete with every single team that we play against this year. And it's just about if we perform to the best of our abilities.
At the end of the day, it's about what you do on the field. And, we can talk till we blue in the face, but whatever we put on the field is what matters.
Simple. We'll just see y'all on game day, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all prepare, give us your best game, and we're going to give y'all our best. That's all we can do.
You better bring your A game, because we're going to bring it too. And the team that you played last year, throw that out the window. This is a whole new team. So best believe it's going to be a dog fight every single play, every single quarter, every single game. And I mean it.
And I think we're going to prove a lot of people wrong this year.
Hey, man, shout out to Marquis, shout out to Kobe for following the Bison all year for us at game day. And look, you heard that energy from August. Like, everyone can talk that talk before the pads go on. That's pretty easy to do. But Howard, throughout the year, did exactly what they said they were going to do, including going through the defending national champions, North Carolina Central. That is really the game that won it for them, or put them in the position to get that MEAC championship and head to the Celebration Bowl. You got to beat the man to be the man, and they did that. So next up, the Rattlers, the favorites going into this game. Our Simone Stanley, she's currently at home weeping over her Eagles. Give her time. But before that, she did catch up with Coach Willie Simmons from FAMU last week right here in Atlanta.
Coach Willie Simmons has landed in FAMU North, aka Atlanta, the home of the 2023 Cricket Celebration Bowl, to talk about what we can expect from his Rattlers in this game. FAMU's defense was rolling in the SWAC this year, and Coach Willie Simmons expects that same intensity to carry over into the Celebration Bowl.
Well, I told the team to start the season. We'd be the favorite in 10 of the 11 games that are on our schedule. And so, for us, it's about doing the things that it takes to perform at the highest level when it's time. And so I don't subscribe to the concept of the theory of playing up or playing down to your competition. Our job is to represent FAMU and play our best ball every chance that we get.
Coach believes that the team has the talent to win this game, but it's going to take discipline to come away with the trophy. Now, the MEAC has been dominating the Celebration Bowl, but Coach Willie Simmons isn't buying into any superstitions.
So we hold ourselves to the highest standard of excellence. That's everything that we do. And so our guys aren't surprised that we're in this place. We believe that when we say we get what we deserve. And we feel like we've deserved to be the number one ranked football team in the country. We've deserved to sweep, all the major awards in the SWAC this year and have the most all-conference selections. And we deserve to be in this place because of the hard work, the commitment, the sacrifices that we made starting all the way back in January to get us to this point. So there's no pressure on us. We just got to continue to be who we are and do what we've done all year. And we feel like the results will take care of themselves.
FAMU fans, let us know how you're feeling after hearing from your coach for the first time ahead of the 2023 Cricket Celebration Bowl. Make sure you are tapped into HBCU Game Day for all of the updates and behind-the-scenes coverage leading up to the big game. I am Simone Stanley from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Thank you guys so much.
So the game is here in Atlanta, obviously, Saturday at 12 noon. This weekend, man, that crowd is going to be thick. I mean, thick, because the FAMU alumni in Atlanta, probably the number one HBCU alumni here in the city, based on my unofficial data by eye test and all the FAMU license plates that I see. I don't know how valid that data is, but that's what I'm going off of. Howard, well, they are a whole brand amongst themselves, the Bison. They are worldwide, baby. We know this. So before the game even starts, who is the city going to belong to? We asked both of the coaches.
Coach Willie Simmons said that Atlanta was FAMU North. Do you feel like Atlanta is Howard South, given the big fan base you guys have here?
I think Howard is everywhere, right? So it's kind of the Meccaverse, right? It's a dream factory. It's coast to coast and foreign countries. It's everywhere. That's how big the brand is. I mean, there haven't been one time I walked in the airport and I got on anything related to Howard. There ain't an HU shouted across an airport or in a restaurant or something like that. So it's big.
We're in Atlanta, and what better place to be? And we're looking forward to this game coming up. And I know Rattler Nation can't wait to get to Atlanta to show them how we do it.
Do you feel like the team was playing with a sense of urgency this season? Do you feel like they felt like there was any pressure on it?
Well, no, I don't think the team felt pressure. Again, we have high standards and expectations for ourselves. And so we hold ourselves to the highest standard of excellence. That's everything that we do. And so our guys aren't surprised that we're in this place. We believe that when we say we get what we deserve. And we feel like we've deserved to be the number one ranked football team in the country. We've deserved the sweep, all the major awards in the SWAC this year and have most all-conference selections. And we deserve to be in this place because of the hard work, the commitment, the sacrifices that we made starting all the way back in January to get us to this point. So there's no pressure on us. We just got to continue to be who we are and do what we've done all year. And we feel like the results will take care of themselves.
So we know that the city is going to be packed, right? The Celebration Bowl is going to be a vibe for sure. But all that aside, this will be the biggest television audience of the year for HBCU football. The game's going to be on ABC. It's the first day of bowl season. A championship is going to be on the line, so it'll be that do or die energy. Both coaches understand the impact of this game, and I think Willie Simmons right here sums it up perfectly.
I tell people all the time, football is oftentimes the front porch to the university, and they're young men and women in far-reaching parts of the United States that their first introduction to HBCUs will be next Saturday because they'll have their TV on and they'll just happen to be excited about bowl season the way everyone is. We're one of the first bowls that will be played. And so, again, when that student sees a commercial about Howard's, School of Law or about FAMU School of Business and Industry, it piques their interest and it makes them want to take a deeper look. And so because, yes, we're both here to win a national championship in football, but we're also here to represent two phenomenal institutions that will bring, again, more awareness to the excellence that is historically black colleges and universities, and we don't take that responsibility lightly. We're excited about this opportunity. We'll allow the media, the historians, and everyone else to tell the story of how big this game is, how significant this game is when it's all said and done. But I'm cautious to get our team caught up in that because it does take away from what's most important, and that's our preparation on being 1-0 one more time this season. And our guys have done a great job of blocking out all the outside distractions. We're in Atlanta. We have a lot of guys on our team from Atlanta. So there will be enough distractions trying to keep them in their hotel rooms from Wednesday to Saturday. So we don't want to get into the historic complexity of this game. We're just going to try to live in the moment, as Coach Scott said, be where our feet are, and prepare to play our best game of the season.
So we're off and running, boys and girls. We're going to get deeper into the game this week. X's and O's, Jimmy's and Joe's. People a lot smarter than I am will be talking to you about football every single day, Monday through Friday, leading up to the game. The Celebration Bowl, bringing you fresh content right here on HBCU Game Day and all of our platforms. On deck tomorrow is my girl, Simone Stanley. As soon as she finishes crying in the car over her Eagles, she will be with us right here on the HBCU Game Day set. All right, so stay with us at hbcugameday.com. Let us know in the comments, will it be #Bison or will it be #Rattlers? And we'll talk to you guys on Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you then.